Josh and John believe Wonderboy is being forced to fight. Pereira predicts Strickland vs Adesanya 2. Tony Ferguson wants McGregor next, and a fighter pulls off an incredible 9-second knockout. All in today's video. Josh and John believe the UFC is forcing Stephen Thompson into taking this fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov, break down the game plan for both fighters, and reveal what a win over Wonderboy does for the undefeated contender.
Not too sure that Stephen Thompson asked for this fight.
He got bullied into this fight, John.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing he can do. Like, they're like, you're 40 years old or 41. And no matter how much we care, like, no matter how much we like you and what you've done for us.
Which they do. They like you.
They do. I think Shavkat is going to be able to muscle him around, but find ways to get into that clinch and get this fight to the ground. I know on the feet that Shavkat's got I think he's got power. He's slick on the feet also, but I think he's going to fight a smart fight. He's going to try to take this fight to the ground. And he'll do it in mixing it up. He won't do it like, he's not just going to go out there and just wrestle right away. I think he's going to stand a little bit. He's going to try to figure out the range and how Thompson moves. Will he keep it on the feet after he feels comfortable? I don't know. We're going to find out. Not a lot of people can stand in front of Stephen Thompson and feel comfortable.
This is true. Shavkat's a much more standard basic style. Obviously, we all know what, Stephen Thompson does, but Stephen's going to have to limit his offensive output in the attacks that he makes based upon he knows how good Shavkat is as far as his body locks and taking people down from there. So Stephen's got to be careful with how he attacks and his in and out movement. It's obviously, that the UFC is looking and saying, well, this is a good name for Shavkat if he beats Stephen Thompson. And if Stephen Thompson, beats Shavkat, well, then maybe we will start, looking at giving you Kamaru Usman and then one title shot past that if it comes. So who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, but if Shavkat wins this fight, where do you think this puts him?
He's right there with, Bilal Muhammad and all of them, because he's 17-0. This will make him, 6-0, 5-0 or 6-0 in the UFC? He's doing everything he's supposed to do. He's taking all the fights that they're giving him, and he's finishing his opponents.
I'm wondering why they gave him Stephen Thompson. They didn't go right to Bilal Muhammad.
I don't know.
Why did they just say, hey, Bilal, this is your fight, no matter...
Could be that Bilal didn't want it.
That might be.
I'm not saying he did turn it down. I'm just saying it could be that he didn't want it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kamaru Usman and Bilal Muhammad either. That's a fight that. But you know what's funny? Dana said Bilal's got to fight. He said that in one of his more recent press conferences. So I don't know who it is. No one's buzzing about it, but we're gonna find out. I mean, it would make sense if it was Kamaru Usman.
Boy, it would. Since you have Colby going against Leon.
Yeah.
Kamaru and Bilal would definitely make sense.
But Wonderboy denies all of these claims and says anyone above him in the rankings is a good move.
The general feeling on social media was they're punishing Stephen Thompson. Is that what's happening here?
No, I don't think so. I wanted Usman, because Usman called me out, but the UFC already had something set up for him. And I wanted somebody that was ranked above me. There was Shavkat. I know he was supposed to fight Gastelum, which I think Gastelum got cut, so he didn't have anybody. I saw him on social media. I know he's ranked above me, and it just worked out for the both of us. Saw him fight Neil Magny, saw him fight Jeff Neal. I'm like, bro, this dude's legit. And now he's ranked above me. Anybody that's ranked above me, I told the UFC, I'm down for it. And this is the guy I think could possibly be welterweight champ at some point. He's that good. He's undefeated. I think it's 100% finish rate. So what better guy to go out there and show the world in the UFC that I deserve a title shot and fight this guy.
Wonderboy then reveals his game plan and expectations for the Shavkat showdown.
How does your fight play out?
Number one, like I said, defend the takedown. Keep the fight standing. He's a very dangerous striker. I feel like it's kind of fairly basic when it comes to the striking. It doesn't change a whole lot. Where I feel like he's going to win the fight is going to be getting me to the ground. Even with Kevin Holland, he's not the type of guy to shoot on you. He waits for guys to shoot on him and finishes guys. What was he doing the last 3 to 4 rounds? He was shooting it on me. He was trying to get me down. And I feel like that's where it's going to go. He's going to be trying to shoot, try to get me to the ground, or at least look for a guillotine or darce. He's got that 77-inch reach, very long arms. Guys like him are really good at the guillotines and the darces, the anaconda chokes. So I feel like that's where he's going to try to get me. So my goal, obviously, keep the fight standing and pick him apart.
Also on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour, former middleweight champion Alex Pereira gives his prediction for the Strickland vs Adesanya rematch if it was to happen.
In your opinion, knowing what you know about them, if they fight again, if they do the immediate rematch, who do you think wins?
Claro que o Adesanya, bom, ele é cara difícil, né? Mas o jogo não casou ali e se o Adesanya se comportar daquela forma, eu acho que vai ser uma continuidade aí de mais 5 rounds e vai ser uma luta de 10 rounds. Acho que vai continuar assim.
And fellow former middleweight champion in Michael Bisping calls for Nick and Nate Diaz to be awarded with a place in the UFC Hall of Fame. Do these guys deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? My God, of course. Without a shadow of a doubt, without question, I say both of them. When 20, 30, 40, 50 years pass, 100 years from now, they deserve to be remembered. They stand out as two of the most aggressive, game, always ready, always came prepared, always came in shape, dangerous in all areas, great striking, amazing submissions, and just a massive following. How could we forget about those people? If I get a Hall of Fame trophy, Nick and Nate Diaz certainly deserve one of them. And former opponent of Nate Diaz in Tony Ferguson once again shuts down the idea of retiring anytime soon. I have nothing against the kid. Patrick seems like a pretty legit dude. He gets pretty big. His stand-up is okay, but his ground game is a lot better. I love fighting internationals. It's cool. I love it. I don't want to retire. It's not my fucking thought process. It's not about getting cut. It's not about doing all this stuff. It's about competing. And what I did was I started competing without 1, having fun, and 2, really giving 100% into my training. But that means I have to be coachable. I have to be a student again. I have to ask for help. Soon as we get through this dude, we'll go after Conor. If he'll sign on the dotted line and get through USADA. I'm not even close to being done. Will we finally get a Ferguson-McGregor fight, or is it too late for Tony? Leave your answer below. Either way, McGregor was interviewed the other day and still remains hopeful that the Nate Diaz trilogy fight gets made in the future. When he was asked about Nate's last fight against Jake Paul, he had this to say. It was not great, not great. I'd like to see him back in MMA. You know I owe him a fight, I owe Nate a fight, so I've got to obligate that. He gave me the rematch, I got the better of him, and I owe him the trilogy for sure. And when talking to Ariel Helwani, Ferguson gets really honest about his mindset and approach going into this do-or-die fight with Paddy Pimblett.
I really want to win. I really want to win. I'm not wishing. I'm making it happen. I really want to win.
Do you feel like this is a must win for you?
I don't want to say a must win. I'm going to win. A must is something that you feel like you're pressured in order to do. I think there's a lot of pressure on a lot of people when it comes down to like with a lot of people, like putting that pressure on people. Like I feel it. Like I'm nervous. I'm going to be real. Like it's a good feeling to have. Not being overconfident, not doing that, and then having that nervous energy makes you want to get back in that room and train harder. I feel fucking phenomenal. I feel really good, man, especially being around team again. You know, my little man's team, my team, having my close circle. Like my close circle is good. It's very good. I feel really good, Ariel. Like I feel really good. Like I want to do this for myself, my kids, you know, my wife. I want to do this for not just for myself. I want to do it for my close circle, so that way they see all the stuff. They see the pain. They see that, and they worry about it. They don't want to see me in the hospital. You guys don't want to see me in the fucking hospital. You guys don't want to see me get hurt. It just took a second for me, 6 losses for me to be able to snap the fuck out of it and really get back to what I need to do, which is kicking ass. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to finish Paddy. Like I'm not worried about scaring him. I'm not worried about being angry, trying to go in there with this negative energy. Like whatever energy that he's going to bring is not going to bring me down. I'm going to make sure that I'm so focused with everything that I have that nothing's going to faze me. And that goes into training. That doesn't go preparing for like if you're not preparing right, you're not going to, you know, everything's going to get you. Like I already feel strong right now. We got 11 weeks left. So bring Paddy. Bring Patrick.
And former 2-time Glory kickboxing champion in Cedric Doumbe has a total of 83 kickboxing fights, 75 wins, and 45 by knockout. And he doesn't even have a striking coach.
Yeah, I don't have a trainer in kickboxing.
What?
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
People doesn't believe me when I say that, but
You train yourself?
I train myself.
That's insane.
Well, now he's 5-0 in MMA, with all 5 coming by knockout. But in his PFL debut over the weekend, it only took 9 seconds.
Jordan Zebo in the gray. Southpaw stance for Zebo.
Is that low stance from Cedric?
Oh! Are you kidding me? It's over!
What?
Knockout for Doumbe!
I'm headed to the top, can't stop in the middle. We are on the rise, so keep watching the sky.